All right, looks like we're rolling. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. I'm in the garage today with my 2015 Silverado 4x4 LT model. Last time I did a video, I installed some spacers down here. Give me an extra 2 inches on my front wheel well clearance. And today I bought this truck 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and 5,000 miles ago. I don't hardly drive this at all. I hardly drive my Boxster. Most of the times my wife and I just drive her BMW. Anyway, I'm here to install cold air intake. I saw a couple other videos online. It's pretty straightforward and shouldn't take very long. I did not buy a name brand. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. This is just something off of eBay for like 125 bucks. I'm not real excited about the polished aluminum intake tube. It might look okay on it, but I'd prefer just shooting it with some semi-gloss black. I already got the filter on the box. I've got to install the gasket material around it, but first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the old air box in the truck and the intake there. So I will get back to you guys. Well, things would probably work a little easier if I had a camera stand or something. Just loosen up this hose clamp, squeeze this I don't know if it's PVC valve. Yeah, PVC valve. Actually, you have to push up from the bottom, and you can see that cam looking lock. Push up from the bottom and pops off. Loosened up this hose clamp here, and all this stuff just lifts right out, which is good to know in case I ever have to get rid of that to get to my accessories. Disconnected the I think that's a map sensor or air intake, whatever sensor. Disconnected that little electrical line. Simple to do, and other videos show that this just snaps down inside here. We'll see if that's true or not. Yep, looks like it does. Trying to pull straight up and hold the phone, but I guess I'm gonna stop here again and get that thing out. Okay, I got the air box out, but without a little mishap. On the pan, you can see here some of the plastic is still stuck in the pan. It just snaps in. That rubber hole there, and this one back here, and an alignment pin goes in that slot. But when I pulled straight up to pop it off, it left, you can see where it busted off right there, if it focuses. Yeah, there's the other little nipple thing, but it broke off. If I ever have to reinstall it, it's not going to go anywhere. It'll stay. The cold air intake, I'm going to have to remove that pan to put this on. I just snapped the gasket on. I started in this front bottom corner, worked my way around, and just have to trim off about an inch or inch and a half right there. Not a problem. Got some nice tin snips to do that. This pan in here is held in by 4 bolts. Neither of which are, well, at least neither of my 6-point sockets fit. Well, I have some 12-point metric. 11's too big, 10's too small. American Standard SAE. 3/8 is too small, 7/16 is too big, so I'm gonna have to use the old standard crescent wrench to get those off. And I did decide to paint. Sorry about the mess in the garage. I've got, like my brother always says, I've got too many projects going on at once. I did go ahead and paint this intake valve, intake tube. I think it's just going to look better. Anyway, let me try to get that pan off and get this thing installed, and then I'll wrap up this video. Well, I guess I'm going to plug a Craftsman tool here. Got this from a ex-girlfriend, and I should have never broke up with her. She was awesome. She loves tools, and she bought me this, and it's got, oh goodness, I don't know how many different combinations of, there you go. There's all kinds of American sizes on one side. Flip it over, equivalent metric sizes there listed, and it's got, oh, I don't know, 12 spines, and grabs that little bolt just fine down there. There we go. And I'll be able to get those out without using my crescent wrench. Alright, just about ready to install the intake tube. Just a couple things I want to point out about this inexpensive Chinese air intake is the box has a little bit of trouble sealing around that side because of a wire loom in there. I don't know if you can see it very well. So once I get my tube in, I can tighten up the last bolt. And also on the map sensor, it can only go in one way. Okay, focus, focus, focus. Doesn't want to focus. Okay, it only goes in one way, and if there's any doubt, there is an arrow on the sensor. Very difficult to see, but it's up in that top corner there. One thing I also did was I put some blue Loctite on those screws. There wasn't a locking washer, so I definitely wanted to make sure those stayed with some blue Loctite. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and install this and clean up my mess and crank it up. Alright, here's the completed intake. Everything's reconnected and fits pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, take it for a spin around the block. I already cranked it up, but let me go for a spin, and that's it for now.